Man, what is going on YouTube? We're going to get straight into it. We got this heavyweight division 16-man bracket, and the winner of the whole tournament is going to go ahead and take the belt and be the new heavyweight champion. John Jones recently retired, so he has to give up his belt, and Tom Aspinall is the new champion. And to be honest, that's not why I'm making the video. I started this before that even happened. But anyways, we're going to get things started off right off the bat. John Jones versus Andrei Arlovski, who was able to find a knockdown to start out this fight pretty quick, but John Jones decided to get this fight to the ground. And once he got the fight to the ground, he was looking for damage, posturing up, landing big punches, landing big elbows, and he was able to get him out of there early, but he did suffer a knockdown. Now we're getting on to the next matchup. We got Sergey Spivak, we got the Polar Bear, taking on Alexander Romanov, who's currently in the PFL. But he's getting his chance at the UFC again and potentially could win a title if he makes it to the end of the tournament.
And mixes in a take. Ground.
I start throwing now.
We'll see what he does here. He postures up with this.
What this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense. Another
might get the submission here.
Coming off a great round one, now we're going to round two. Starting things out hot, Romanov lands a nice uppercut that rocks Polar Bear. And then so the Polar Bear goes ahead and he shoots a takedown, but he gets reversed. Romanov lands on top, lands some ground and pound, but he wants to get this fight to the feet.
big strike lands. Now
Oh, another heavy shot gets through.
as he attacks
In that round, but better to... Oh, beautiful jab there by Romanov.
This heavyweight tournament starting out pretty good with 2 straight finishes. Now we're getting on to the next matchup. Sergey Pavlovich taking on Jailton Almeida, or I don't know how to say his new last name, so I'm not even going to attempt it. But we got them taking on each other, where Almeida got reversed on his first takedown.
the shot that he's landed all night. A fast half guard. Oh, he's attacking guillotine.
Oh, come on. It's got to be it. Oh, the submission here. All right, so now going to position over. Go with round 2.
Oh, nice double. He's got to lock that guard.
For some reason, Sergey was the one that shot the takedown in round 2, and it doesn't work out because Almeida was able to reverse position, land on top, ends up getting on his back. He could have went for some ground and pound, but instead he goes for a submission that he wasn't able to finish. Try to get some more ground and pound, went for an arm triangle, loses that. Sergey's on top until he stands back up to the feet.
Strong connection right up the gut, DC. He's in a world of trouble now.
They say it's great, and it got right from the target. Nice level change.
Back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. Half guard here, but he's denied.
Wrist.
Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, great submit today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job. Goes to finish. He has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side. Drop his chest.
That's it.
Sergey, he wanted to grapple with Almeida, and he got what he wanted, and he got finished by an arm triangle. And now we're going on to the next matchup. Alexander Volkov taking on Tai Tuivasa. Last time they fought, Volkov was able to get a pretty easy win, but Tai's coming with some heat with a nice knockdown. He did get rocked, but Tai Tuivasa, he's going to put his chin on the line, and he's always going to come forward, and he's going to look for that shot with that big power. And he's doing a lot of body work in this fight, which is kind of surprising.
Strike attempt there is blocked. Back to the feet now.
I would say we get our first true upset in that fight right there. Now we're on to the next matchup. So Real Gone taking on Marcin Tybura. which should be an easy matchup, but he gets taken down, and Tybura is on Cyril Gane's back, and he's not too great when he's on the ground, or at least he didn't show it in the Jon Jones fight. Every other fight, he seemed like not terrible, but not great. But now seeing this matchup right here, I'm going to lean more towards shit because he just gets finished by Marcin Tybura in round 1, and that's another upset to start out this card. Now we got this next matchup. Curtis Blaydes taking on Rozenstruik. We don't even have enough fighters in the UFC to make this tournament with all UFC fighters. Like, all these people obviously been in the UFC, but we got Rozenstruik, who got cut from the UFC, which is kind of weird, but I somewhat understand it because he was having some boring performances. But he did recently come off this dirty boxing event where he was able to find a nice knockout. And now he's versing Curtis Blaydes in this tournament and they have a chance to win the heavyweight title. Which isn't looking great as he gets sat down to start out round 3. And his chin's looking to be in some danger. Curtis Blaydes is teeing off with some punches and he's able to find the finish. Herb Dean, he says, get off of him. You got the finish. You knocked him out. You're moving on to the next round. Now we got this next matchup. The Black Beast, Derek Lewis, taking on Stipe Miocic.
That was a really nice, because everybody talks like you just get up.
Look into his jab here, nicely done. Oh, what a land right there, the second blow of the fight.
And it was perfect.
Well, and it would seem to me that he really good.
He's got him hurt. And he delivered with that beautiful knockout.
We got this next matchup. We may not have got Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall, but we got Tom Aspinall, the new heavyweight champion, taking on Walt Harris, who I could be wrong. So you could fact check me, but I'm like 90% sure Walt Harris trained with Jon Jones. So this is going to be the next best thing. And he's looking pretty good right now, being able to rock Tom Aspinall multiple times and open up a cut. But he's also getting rocked. But he's doing great for someone that got cut from the UFC versus the current UFC champion.
Stuffs the
a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both the jobs. Let's see who gets the job.
He's really starting to land a high number of
the way that this fight is playing out.
Oh, this one could be over soon.
It's starting to where it's at. We got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward. And the guy can fight everywhere. Now he's going to find himself a little more.
It appears from the strike in that round.
The fight has been so close.
What a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that.
So how about that? The offensive fighter bails on the submission now.
Very smart. You got to keep it.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the fight.
This is one of those moments where I question about posting the video because I do like the upsets and that's the nastiest knockout of the card. But Tom Aspinall, the current UFC champion, just got knocked out by Walt Harris. And I know a lot of people are not going to like that. But it is what it is. Walt Harris moves on to the next round with a nasty knockout, the biggest upset of the card. And now we got Jon Jones taking on the Polar Bear, who was able to find a nice takedown.
See right away. Spot.
Oh, big shots here.
Jon Jones is not taking long with these matchups. People, they might find something good. Polar Bear was able to find a takedown. Orlovsky was able to find a nice knockdown. But eventually, they got finished in the first round. Now we got this next matchup. Jailton Almeida taking on Taito Ivasa, who was able to get some top control on Almeida. But it didn't last for long. Sometimes when I make these videos, I realize my English is not that great. Usually I cut it out, but right now I'm not feeling like that. I cut out some other stuff, so I already cut out a lot of stuff. I don't know why when I'm making these videos, my English is not the best. This fight has mainly been on the ground and it's been back and forth, which is a weird thing to say when you got Jailton Almeida taking on Tai Tuivasa. But they're going back and forth on the ground. Almeida, he's probably getting more work done. He's attempting submissions, getting some ground and pound. But Tai Tuivasa reversing stuff. But eventually, he does get finished. Almeida was just too much for him. Now we're on to the next matchup. We got Curtis Blaydes taking on Marcin Tybura. When I show the settings in the beginning and I like tone down a little bit of the takedown attempts, you guys kind of see why, because the ground and pound's a little overpowered in this. So I like to turn down the takedown attempts, and it really doesn't stop it that much. Like, I just don't want people spamming takedowns the entire time, and I want like a more entertaining video, and it really doesn't even do that much. Walt Harris lands a big head kick on Stipe Miocic. He's looking for another upset. He wants to take out the heavyweight GOAT. This isn't real life Stipe. This is in-game Stipe, so he's going to be a little better, but he is not blocking that head kick. Walt Harris is looking for another upset. Most of these are not too surprising for a Final Four. We got Jon Jones, Almeida, Blaydes, and then we got Walt Harris, who's going on a run right now, just knocked out Aspinall, knocked out Stipe. Now he got Curtis Blaydes. But the first matchup of the Final Four, Jon Jones versus Jailton Almeida.
Defense held up. He knew that he had loose on his feet and really trying to find jab.
That's the biggest shot right thus far. How's his opponent's listening?
I have no idea.
To that extent. I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's ripe for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Well, Eugenio's in half guard.
Massive shot from the top.
And there it is, another strike.
It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique. He's gonna go to sleep. It's over.
Oh, and even remain in the round. Almeida's caught above the eyes. Oh, heavy shot.
Jon Jones moves on to the finals. Now we got Curtis Blaydes taking on Walt Harris. Is he able to stop the run? So far, he's off to a good start. Finds a nice double leg. He's posturing up, landing good punches. He nearly got him out there, but Walt Harris was able to reverse the position, get back up to the feet, attempts a leg kick, does nothing with it. Curtis Blaydes lands two nasty body shots that rocks his body. Now we're into round two. Another takedown, able to find it, but Walt Harris, he's back up to the feet. This is kind of looking like Curtis Blaydes' last fight. He was able to find the takedown in the first, and then eventually they were getting stuffed. They're both going to go ahead, land two big punches, both rock each other, but Curtis Blaydes finds the takedown, postures up, and he finds the finish. Now for the final matchup, we got Jon Jones taking on Curtis Blaydes. They both took some damage, but they pretty much been running through their opponents. But now we're in round one. They're moving around, trading some shots. Jon Jones lands a really nice calf kick, and then Curtis Blaydes shoots a takedown, but Jon Jones is able to stuff it. Jones was able to get in the clinch with him, lands an elbow, a couple in knees, but Blaydes lands a big hook. And then Jon Jones times Curtis Blaydes coming in with an overhand with a nice uppercut, sits him down, lands a big knee in the clinch, and now he's looking to take over. Jon Jones is dangerous in the clinch.
It's being landed on both sides. This could just
this good.
He promised us something, and he delivered with that beautiful knockout.
That's going to wrap things up. Jon Jones goes in there, round 1 KO over Curtis Blades with a left hook. And usually when Jon Jones is finding a finish, it's usually not a super clean knockout just like that. He lands a nice left hook. I guess him wanting to have that Pereira fight, not being able to get it, UFC trying to give him Tom Aspinall, he doesn't want that. But him training for Alex Pereira instead, that left hook comes in handy and he finds the finish and wins it all.